Question 1. What does this sign warn drivers about on the road ahead? A. Are in progress. B. Uneven road surface ahead. C. Speed bumps are present. D. A sharp dip in the road. Answers is B. Uneven road surface ahead. This warning sign indicates that the road surface ahead is uneven. Drivers should reduce their speed and drive with caution to maintain control of their vehicle. Question 2. What does this sign mean for drivers of goods vehicles? A. Right turn prohibited. B. No overtaking other vehicles. C. Entry prohibited. D. Speed limit 50 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. No overtaking other vehicles. This sign indicates no overtaking for goods vehicles. Drivers of such vehicles are prohibited from overtaking other vehicles beyond this point until the restriction is lifted. Question 3. What should you do when you see this sign indicating a hazard ahead? A. Accelerate to clear hazard. B. Reduce speed, drive with caution. C. Stop and assess the road. D. Change lanes immediately. Answers is B. Reduce speed, drive with caution. This sign warns of a slippery road ahead. Drivers should reduce their speed, avoid sudden braking or steering, and drive with increased caution to prevent skidding. Question 4. What action is required upon seeing this sign at a junction? A. Proceed with caution. B. Stop completely, then proceed. C. Give way to traffic on right. D. Slow down and check traffic. Answers is B. Stop completely, then proceed. The stop sign requires drivers to bring their vehicle to a complete halt before the stop line, even if no other traffic is visible, and then proceed only when safe. Question 5. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do? A. Yield to oncoming traffic. B. Enter a roundabout. C. Turn left only. D. Proceed straight ahead. Answers is B. Enter a roundabout. This sign indicates a mandatory roundabout. Drivers must enter the roundabout and proceed in the direction of the arrows, giving way to traffic already on the roundabout from the right. Question 6. What does this sign indicate about the road you are on? A. You must give way. B. You are on a priority road. C. A minor road is joining. D. Speed limit is 50 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. You are on a priority road. This sign, priority road, indicates that traffic on this road has priority over traffic from side roads. However, drivers should still be cautious at junctions. Question 7. When driving in fog, what is the safest practice regarding your vehicle's lights? A. Use full beam headlights. B. Use dipped headlights and fog lights. C. Use side lights only. D. Turn off all lights to avoid glare. Answers is B. Use dipped headlights and fog lights. In fog, use dipped headlights and fog lights. Full beam headlights reflect off the fog, reducing visibility, are not bright enough to be seen effectively. Question 8. What is the primary purpose of wearing A? A. To keep you warm. B. To prevent serious injury in a collision. C. To assist with steering. D. To keep you comfortable. Answers is B. To prevent serious injury in a collision. Are designed to restrain occupants in the event of a collision, preventing them from being thrown forward or out of the vehicle, thereby significantly reducing the risk of serious injury or death. Question 9. What is the recommended following distance in good conditions? A. 1 car length. B. Rule. C. 3 car lengths. D. Rule. Answers is B. Rule. The rule is a common guideline for maintaining a safe following distance in good conditions. This allows enough time to react and stop safely if the vehicle in front brakes suddenly. Question 10. What should you do if your vehicle breaks down on a motorway? A. Stay in the vehicle with hazards off. B. Move to hard shoulder, use hazards, call for help. C. Attempt to fix it in the lane. D. Walk to the next exit for assistance. Answers is B. Move to hard shoulder, use hazards, call for help. If your vehicle breaks down on a motorway, pull over to the hard shoulder if possible, turn on your hazard lights, exit the vehicle on the left side, and stand behind the barrier. Call for assistance. Question 11. What does this warning sign indicate is approaching? A. A pedestrian crossing. B. Traffic lights ahead. C. A railway crossing. D. A junction with minor road. Answers is B. Traffic lights ahead. This sign warns drivers that there are traffic lights ahead. Drivers should prepare to slow down or stop depending on the signal and proceed with caution. Question 12. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying certain goods? A. Minimum speed limit. B. No entry for flammable goods. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Steep descent ahead. Answers is B. No entry for flammable goods. The sign indicates no entry for vehicles explosive or flammable goods. These vehicles are prohibited from entering the area beyond the sign due to safety concerns. Question 13. What does this warning sign indicate regarding the road's surface? A. Slippery when wet. B. Loose gravel or chippings. C. Ahead. D. Uneven surface. Answers is B. Loose gravel or chippings. This sign warns drivers of loose gravel or stone on the road. Drivers should reduce speed to avoid skidding and to prevent stones from being thrown up and damaging other vehicles. Question 14. What does this sign typically precede, requiring drivers to be extra alert? A. A cycle lane. B. An area where children may cross. C. A pedestrian crossing. D. A school zone speed limit. Answers is B. An area where children may cross. This sign warns drivers that children are likely to be in the area, often near schools or playgrounds. Drivers must be extra vigilant and reduce speed, ready to stop for children. Question 15. What does this sign mean for cyclists? A. Cyclists prohibited. B. Mandatory cycle track. C. Cycle route ahead. D. No entry for bicycles. Answers is B. Mandatory cycle track. This is a mandatory sign for a cycle track. It indicates that bicycles must use this dedicated path, and other vehicles are generally prohibited from it. Question 16. What does this sign indicate about parking in the area? A. No stopping allowed. B. No parking allowed. C. Parking for residents only. D. Parking restrictions apply. Answers is B. No parking allowed. This sign indicates no parking. You are prohibited from parking your vehicle at this location, although brief stopping for or picking off passengers may be permitted unless other signs prohibit it. Question 17. What is the correct procedure when approaching a roundabout in Ireland? A. Always stop before entering. B. Give way to traffic from the right. C. Give way to traffic from the left. D. Accelerate quickly to join traffic. Answers is B. Give way to traffic from the right. When approaching a roundabout in Ireland, drivers must give way to traffic already on the roundabout coming from their right, unless otherwise by road markings or signs. Question 18. What should you do if you accidentally take a wrong turn onto a one-way street against traffic? A. Continue slowly until next junction. B. Stop, turn on hazards, and reverse to a safe exit. C. Perform a U-turn immediately. D. Sound horn to warn others. Answers is B. Stop, turn on hazards, and reverse to a safe exit. If you mistakenly enter a one-way street against traffic, stop immediately in a safe position, turn on your hazard lights, and reverse to the point of entry if it is safe to do so. Do not continue against traffic. Question 19. Before starting a journey, which of these checks is most important for tire safety? A. Checking tire brand. B. Checking tire pressure and tread depth. C. Checking tire color. D. Checking for mud on tires. Answers is B. Checking tire pressure and tread depth. Before every journey, it's crucial to check your tire pressure to ensure it's at the manufacturer's recommended level and to inspect the tread depth for legality and sufficient grip. Proper tire maintenance is vital for safety. Question 20. What is the primary risk of driving with worn shock absorbers? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Braking efficiency and poor handling. C. Louder engine noise. D. Faster tire wear on the inner edge. Answers is B. Braking efficiency and poor handling. Worn shock absorbers significantly reduce a vehicle's ability to maintain tire contact with the road, leading to braking efficiency, handling, and increased risk of losing control, especially in adverse conditions. Question 21. What does this sign indicate about the road's alignment? A. Road narrows from right. B. Dangerous curve to the right. C. Steep descent ahead. D. Road liable to flood. Answers is B. Dangerous curve to the right. This sign warns drivers of a dangerous curve to the right ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and prepare to steer into the curve safely. Question 22. What does this sign mean for entering the area? A. Motorcycles only. B. No entry for all vehicles. C. Pedestrians only. D. Emergency vehicles only. Answers is B. No entry for all vehicles. This sign, no entry for all vehicles, means that no vehicles are permitted to enter the road or area beyond the sign. This is usually seen at the end of a one-way street. Question 23. What should drivers be prepared for when seeing this sign? A. Cycle path ahead. B. A pedestrian crossing ahead. C. Children crossing point. D. A school warden location. Answers is B. A pedestrian crossing ahead. This sign warns drivers of a pedestrian crossing ahead. Drivers should slow down, be prepared to stop, and look out for pedestrians intending to cross the road. Question 24. What does this sign indicate regarding the use of your vehicle's horn? A. Use horn if necessary. B. No sounding of horn. C. Sound horn to warn pedestrians. D. Horn use compulsory. Answers is B. No sounding of horn. The no sounding of horn sign prohibits the use of a vehicle's horn in the area, typically in residential or sensitive zones, except in situations where it is necessary to prevent an accident. Question 25. What must you do when facing this road sign? A. Stop completely. B. Give way to other traffic. C. Accelerate and proceed. D. Turn right only. Answers is B, give way to other traffic. This give way sign means you must yield to traffic on the main road you are entering or crossing. You may need to stop, but only if necessary to give way safely. Question 26. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead, particularly for larger vehicles? A. Road narrows ahead. B. Strong side wind expected. C. Overhead power lines. D. Bridge is structurally weak. Answers is B. Strong side wind expected. This sign warns of side wind conditions ahead. Drivers, especially those in vehicles or vehicles with trailers, should be prepared for sudden gusts that could affect steering and stability. Question 27. What is the primary reason for a safe following distance? A. To see more road signs. B. To have enough time to react and stop safely. C. To save fuel. D. To allow other vehicles to merge. Answers is B. To have enough time to react and stop safely. Maintaining a safe following distance is crucial for road safety. It provides the driver with sufficient time to react to sudden changes in traffic ahead, such as braking or hazards, and to stop safely. Question 28. When approaching an unmarked junction, what should you assume? A. You always have priority. B. No one has automatic priority. Proceed with caution. C. Traffic from the right has priority. D. Traffic from the left has priority. Answers is B. No one has automatic priority. Proceed with caution. At an unmarked junction, assume that no one has automatic priority. Drivers should slow down, look carefully in all directions, and be prepared to stop, proceeding only when it is clearly safe to do so. Question 29. What should you do if your vision is obscured by bright sunlight? A. Switch to full beam headlights. B. Slow down and use your sun visor. C. Accelerate to get out of the sun. D. Close one eye to reduce glare. Answers is B. Slow down and use your sun visor. If your vision is obscured by bright sunlight, slow down, pull down your sun visor, and if necessary, wear sunglasses. Do not accelerate or close one eye, as this compromises safety. Question 30. What is the purpose of reflective studs on motorways? A. To delineate parking spots. B. To help drivers navigate at night or in poor visibility. C. To slow down speeding vehicles. D. To warn of upcoming junctions. Answers is B. To help drivers navigate at night or in poor visibility. Reflective studs, cat's eyes, are used on motorways and other roads to delineate lanes and the edge of the carriageway, providing visual guidance to drivers, especially at night or in adverse weather conditions like fog. Question 31. What does this sign indicate about the road ahead? A. Road ending soon. B. Road narrows on both sides. C. Two-way traffic ahead. D. Lane closure on right. Answers is B. Road narrows on both sides. This sign warns that the road narrows on both sides ahead. Drivers should be prepared for the change in road width, reduce speed, and be ready to give way if necessary. Question 32. What does this prohibitory sign mean for vehicles? A. Minimum speed 50 kilometers per hour. B. Maximum speed limit 50 kilometers per hour. C. Recommended speed 50 kilometers per hour. D. Speed limit ends. Answers is B. Maximum speed limit 50. This sign indicates a maximum speed limit of 50. Drivers must not exceed this speed until they pass a sign indicating a different speed limit or the end of the restriction. Question 33. What should you do when you see this sign? A. Prepare for steep descent. B. Prepare for steep ascent. C. Road surface is uneven. D. Road narrows ahead. Answers is B. Prepare for steep ascent. This sign warns of a steep ascent ahead. Drivers should select an appropriate gear to maintain power and speed, and be aware of potential visibility over the crest. Question 34. What does this sign indicate for drivers turning at this junction? A. Right turn compulsory. B. No left turn allowed. C. Left turn only. D. No U-turn allowed. Answers is B. No left turn allowed. This sign prohibits a no left turn. Drivers are not permitted to turn left at the junction or intersection where this sign is displayed. Question 35. What does this sign mean regarding pedestrian and cyclist access? A. No pedestrians or cyclists. B. Shared use for cars and bicycles. C. Cars must yield to bicycles. D. Must dismount. Answers is B. Shared use for cars and bicycles. This sign indicates a road for shared use by passenger cars, and both motorists and cyclists should be aware of each other and share the road responsibly and safely. Question 36. What does this sign mean for priority in situations with oncoming traffic? A. Opposite traffic has priority. B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. C. Give way to all traffic. D. One-way traffic only. Answers is B. You have priority over oncoming traffic. This sign indicates priority over oncoming traffic. You have the right of way over vehicles approaching from the opposite direction, often at a narrow section of road or bridge. Question 37. What is the national speed limit on Irish motorways for cars? A. 80 kilometers per hour. B. 120 kilometers per hour. C. 100 kilometers per hour. D. 60 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. 120. The national speed limit on Irish motorways for cars and motorcycles is 120, unless otherwise by signage. Always adjust speed according to conditions. Question 38. When are you allowed to use the hard shoulder on a motorway? A. To overtake slow vehicles. B. In an emergency or breakdown. C. To stop for a rest break. D. To make a phone call. Answers is B. In an emergency or breakdown. The hard shoulder on a motorway is reserved for breakdowns or when directed by. It is illegal and dangerous to use it for overtaking, stopping for, or making phone calls. Question 39. What does an amber traffic light mean if you are approaching it? A. Accelerate to clear junction. B. Stop unless unsafe to do so. C. Proceed with caution. D. Prepare to turn left. Answers is B. Stop unless unsafe to do so. An amber traffic light means you must stop behind the stop line, unless you are so close to the line that to do so would cause a collision or be unsafe. Question 40. What is the main purpose of a safe system approach to road safety? A. To reduce journey times. B. To minimize and serious. C. To increase vehicle speeds. D. To solely blame drivers for collisions. Answers is B. To minimize and serious. The safe system approach to road safety aims to create a road system where human errors do not lead to serious injury or death. It focuses on safer roads, vehicles, speeds, and road users. Question 41. What does this information sign indicate about the road? A. Road for motor vehicles. B. One-way road. C. No entry for all traffic. D. Priority road. Answers is B. One-way road. This sign indicates a one-way road. Traffic is permitted to travel in only one direction on this road, helping to improve traffic flow and safety. Question 42. What does this warning sign alert drivers to? A. Steep descent. B. A hump or speed bump. C. Uneven road surface. D. A bridge ahead. Answers is B. A hump or speed bump. This sign warns of a hump or speed bump in the road. Drivers should reduce their speed to cross it smoothly and avoid discomfort or damage to their vehicle. Question 43. What is the restriction imposed by this sign? A. No left turn. B. No U-turn. C. No right turn. D. No entry. Answers is B. No U-turn. This sign means no. Drivers are prohibited from making a U-turn at this location due to safety or traffic flow considerations. Question 44. What does this sign mean for pedestrians? A. No pedestrians allowed. B. Mandatory pedestrian track. C. Pedestrian crossing ahead. D. Shared path with cyclists. Answers is B. Mandatory pedestrian track. This is a mandatory sign for a pedestrian track. It indicates that pedestrians must use this dedicated path, and generally other road users are prohibited from it. Question 45. What does this sign indicate about the road's incline? A. Steep ascent. B. Steep descent. C. Uneven road. D. Hump in the road. Answers is B. Steep descent. This sign warns of a steep descent ahead. Drivers should select a lower gear to use engine braking, control their speed, and avoid continuous braking, which can lead to brake fade. Question 46. What does this information sign indicate? A. Motorway ahead. B. Road for motor vehicles. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. End of motor vehicles road. Answers is B. Road for motor vehicles. This sign indicates a road for motor vehicles. Only motor vehicles are permitted on this road, and specific rules apply, similar to a motorway but potentially with different speed limits or access. Question 47. What is the maximum penalty for driving without insurance in Ireland? A warning letter. B. Disqualification, fine, and imprisonment. C. A small fine only. D. Points on your license. Answers is B. Disqualification, fine, and imprisonment. Driving without valid insurance in Ireland is a serious offense, potentially leading to disqualification from driving, a substantial fine, and even imprisonment. It is mandatory to have insurance. Question 48. When approaching a green light at a junction, what should you always do? A. Accelerate through quickly. B. Check for hazards before proceeding. C. Blindly trust the green light. D. Sound your horn. Answers is B. Check for hazards before proceeding. Even with a green light, you should always check for potential hazards, such as pedestrians, cyclists, or vehicles running a red light, before proceeding safely through the junction. Never assume the way is clear. Question 49. What is the purpose of engine braking, especially on a steep descent? A. To save fuel. B. To reduce wear on the foot brakes and prevent overheating. C. To increase speed safely, D. To test the engine performance. Answers is B. To reduce wear on the foot brakes and prevent overheating. Engine braking involves downshifting to a lower gear, using the engine's resistance to slow the vehicle. This helps to control speed on descents, reduces reliance on the foot brakes, and prevents them from overheating or fading. Question 50. What is the legal requirement for learner plates in Ireland? A. Only on the front of the vehicle. B. Displayed front and rear on the vehicle. C. Only visible from the rear. D. Optional for provisional drivers. Answers is B. Displayed front and rear on the vehicle. In Ireland, a driver on a learner permit must display clearly on the front and rear of the vehicle at all times while driving. They must be removed when a full license holder drives the vehicle. Question 51. What does this warning sign alert drivers to ahead? A. Bridge is under repair. B. Embankment or quayside ahead. C. Road liable to flooding. D. Steep drop on roadside. Answers is B. Embankment or quayside ahead. This sign warns of an embankment or quayside ahead. Drivers should be extremely cautious, as there's a risk of driving into water if they lose control. Adjust speed and maintain focus. Question 52. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about vehicle entry? A. Proceed with caution. B. Do not enter this road or lane. C. Entry for residents only. D. Maximum speed 20 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. Do not enter this road or lane. The Do Not Enter sign prohibits vehicles from entering the road or lane where it is displayed. It is often found at the exit of one-way streets or to separate traffic flows. Question 53. What does this warning sign indicate regarding potential animals on the road? A. Farm animals crossing. B. Wild animals may cross. C. Zoo nearby. D. Pet crossing point. Answers is B. Wild animals may cross. This sign warns of wild in the area. Drivers should reduce their speed, particularly at dawn and dusk, and be prepared to stop suddenly if an animal runs onto the road. Question 54. What does this sign indicate about the road surface ahead? A. Slippery road ahead. B. Change of road surface. C. Uneven road ahead. D. Loose gravel ahead. Answers is B. Change of road surface. This sign warns of a change of road surface ahead. This could mean a change from tarmac to gravel or a transition to a different type of tarmac, requiring drivers to adjust speed and caution. Question 55. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do? A. Turn right. B. Proceed straight ahead. C. Turn left. D. U-turn only. Answers is B. Proceed straight ahead. This mandatory sign, proceed straight, indicates that vehicles must travel straight ahead. They are not permitted to turn left or right at this junction. Question 56. What does this sign tell you about the road you are currently on? A. Priority road ahead. B. End of priority road. C. Give way to all traffic. D. Main road ahead. Answers is B. End of priority road. This sign marks the end of priority road. From this point, you no longer have automatic priority, and standard rules of the road like giving way at junctions apply unless otherwise. Question 57. When can you overtake on the left in Ireland? A. When the driver in front is slow. B. In slow-moving traffic queues or a one-way street. C. Never, it's always illegal. D. Only on motorways. Answers is B. In slow-moving traffic queues or a one-way street. Overtaking on the left is generally prohibited, but it is permitted in certain situations, such as when you are in a lane of slow-moving traffic that is moving faster than the lane to your right, or on a one-way street. Question 58. What is the correct way to adjust your speed when entering a bend? A. Brake hard while turning. B. Slow down before entering, then accelerate gently. C. Accelerate into the bend. D. Maintain constant speed. Answers is B. Slow down before entering, then accelerate gently. To safely navigate a bend, you should slow down before entering the curve. Once you're turning, you can gently accelerate through the bend to maintain stability and control. Question 59. What are the common causes of skidding? A. Smooth road surface, slow speed. B. Excessive speed, harsh braking, or sudden steering. C. Proper tire pressure, gentle acceleration. D. Driving in a low gear. Answers is B. Excessive speed, harsh braking, or sudden steering. Skidding is typically caused by loss of tire grip, often due to excessive speed for conditions, harsh braking, rapid acceleration, or sudden aggressive steering, especially on wet or slippery surfaces. Question 60. What must you do if you are involved in a collision causing injury or significant damage? A. Leave the scene if no one saw. B. Stop, provide assistance, and report to. C. Exchange details and leave. D. Only report if you are at fault. Answers is B. Stop, provide assistance, and report to. If involved in a collision resulting in injury or significant damage, you must stop, provide reasonable assistance to anyone injured, and exchange details with other parties. You must also report the incident to them as soon as possible. Question 61. What does this information sign indicate about the approaching junction? A. One-way street. B. Dead end straight ahead. C. Road narrows ahead. D. Motorway exit. Answers is B. Dead end straight ahead. This sign indicates a dead end straight ahead. The road you are approaching has no through route, and you will need to turn or make a U-turn to leave the area. Question 62. What does this sign mean for vehicles carrying specific goods? A. Dangerous goods permitted. B. No entry for dangerous goods. C. Hazardous materials inspection. D. Vehicles with large loads only. Answers is B. No entry for dangerous goods. This sign means no entry for vehicles dangerous goods. Vehicles transporting hazardous materials are prohibited from entering this area, usually for safety reasons, such as tunnels or urban zones. Question 63. What does this warning sign indicate regarding railway crossings? A. Single track crossing. B. Railway crossing. C. Tram crossing ahead. D. Level crossing with gates. Answers is B. Railway crossing. This sign warns of a railway crossing ahead. Drivers must be prepared to stop, look, and listen for trains, and only proceed when it is safe and the barriers, if present, are open. Question 64. What does this mandatory sign instruct about the direction of travel? A. Proceed straight. B. Turn right only. C. Turn left only. D. U-turn allowed. Answers is B. Turn right only. This mandatory sign, turn right, indicates that vehicles must turn right at the upcoming junction. Other directions of travel are prohibited. Question 65. What does this information sign signify regarding road type? A. Dual carriageway. B. Motorway or expressway. C. End of motorway. D. Toll road ahead. Answers is B. Motorway or expressway. This sign indicates the beginning of a motorway or expressway. Specific rules apply to motorways, including higher speed limits, restricted vehicle types, and no stopping on the carriageway. Question 66. What does this warning sign indicate about the road shoulder? A. Parking on shoulder allowed. B. Dangerous hard shoulder. C. Hard shoulder for emergency. D. On shoulder. Answers is B. Dangerous hard shoulder. This sign warns of a dangerous hard shoulder. It means the shoulder may not be safe for use, possibly due to poor condition or a steep drop-off. Avoid using it unless absolutely necessary in an emergency. Question 67. What must you do if you encounter a school warden displaying a stop sign? A. Slow down and proceed carefully. B. Stop and remain stopped until the sign is withdrawn. C. Sound your horn to alert them. D. Only stop if children are visible. Answers is B. Stop and remain stopped until the sign is withdrawn. You must obey the instructions of a school warden. If they display a stop sign, you must stop your vehicle and remain stopped until the sign is withdrawn, indicating it is safe to proceed. Question 68. What is aquaplaning and how can it be avoided? A. Driving on ice, use snow chains. B. Tires losing grip on water, reduce speed, good tires. C. Engine overheating, check coolant. D. Brake failure, pump brake pedal. Answers is B. Tires losing grip on water, reduce speed, good tires. Aquaplaning occurs when a layer of water builds up between your tires and the road surface, causing a loss of traction. Avoid it by reducing speed in wet conditions, ensuring tires have good tread depth, and avoiding sudden movements. Question 69. When should you check your vehicle's oil level? A. Only once a year during service. B. Regularly on a level surface with a cold engine. C. Before every long journey with engine running. D. After driving at high speeds. Answers is B. Regularly on a level surface with a cold engine. It is important to check your vehicle's oil level regularly, typically once a week or every few hundred kilometers. Do this on a level surface with the engine cold or after it has rested for at least 15 minutes for an accurate reading. Question 70. What is the primary danger of driving too slowly on a main road? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. Creating a hazard for faster traffic and frustration. C. Increased risk of speeding ticket. D. Damage to vehicle suspension. Answers is B. Creating a hazard for faster traffic and frustration. Driving excessively slowly on a main road, especially where traffic generally moves faster, can be as dangerous as speeding. It can frustrate other drivers, lead to risky overtaking maneuvers, and create congestion. Question 71. What does this warning sign mean for a specific type of vehicle? A. No cycling allowed. B. Cyclists leaving or entering. C. Cycle lane ahead. D. Shared path with cyclists. Answers is B. Cyclists leaving or entering. This sign warns of cyclists the road. Drivers should be aware that cyclists may be merging with traffic or crossing the road, and should reduce speed and be prepared to give way. Question 72. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about turning? A. No left turn. B. No right turn. C. U-turn only. D. Straight ahead only. Answers is B. No right turn. This sign means no right turn. Drivers are prohibited from making a right turn at the junction or intersection where this sign is displayed. Question 73. What does this sign typically indicate you should be prepared for? A. Road closed. B. Road works ahead. C. Temporary diversion. D. Loose chippings. Answers is B. Road works ahead. This sign warns of road works ahead. Drivers should reduce speed, watch for workers, temporary traffic lights, narrowed lanes, or diversions, and follow any instructions or temporary signs. Question 74. What does this sign indicate about the junction ahead? A. Major junction ahead. B. Junction with a minor road. C. Roundabout ahead. D. Priority road ahead. Answers is B. Junction with a minor road. This sign warns of a junction with a minor road ahead, where the minor road joins from the right and left. Drivers should be aware of potential traffic merging or crossing from these roads. Question 75. What does this mandatory sign instruct about passing an obstacle? A. Pass on the left. B. Pass obstacle on the right. C. Pass on either side. D. Stop before obstacle. Answers is B. Pass obstacle on the right. This mandatory sign, pass obstacle on the right, instructs drivers to keep to the right of the sign, indicating the required path around an obstacle or traffic island. Question 76. What does this sign mean at the end of a speed restriction? A. Maximum speed 30 kilometers per hour. B. End of 50 kilometers per hour speed limit. C. Start of 50 kilometers per hour zone. D. No overtaking zone ends. Answers is B. End of 50 speed limit. This sign indicates the end of maximum speed limit 50. The previous 50 speed restriction no longer applies, and the national speed limit or other posted limits take effect. Question 77. What is the appropriate action if you feel drowsy while driving? A. Turn up the radio volume. B. Pull over safely and rest. C. Open the window and continue. D. Drink coffee and drive on. Answers is B. Pull over safely and rest. Drowsiness impairs driving ability significantly. If you feel drowsy, the safest action is to pull over at the first safe opportunity and take a rest or nap. Do not attempt to continue driving when fatigued. Question 78. What do continuous white lines in the center of the road typically indicate? A. Overtaking is permitted. B. No crossing, no overtaking. C. Speed limit. D. Hazard ahead, proceed with caution. Answers is B. No crossing, no overtaking. Continuous white lines in the center of the road usually indicate that you must not cross or straddle them. This means overtaking is prohibited, and you should stay in your lane. Question 79. What should you do before making a U-turn? A. Signal and turn quickly. B. Ensure it is safe, legal, and clear of traffic. C. Only check behind you. D. Perform it only on dual carriageways. Answers is B. Ensure it is safe, legal, and clear of traffic. Before performing a U-turn, you must ensure it is safe, legal, and that there is sufficient space, and no oncoming traffic or vehicles behind you that could be affected. U-turns are prohibited in many places. Question 80. What is the main danger of carrying an unsecured load in your vehicle? A. Increased fuel consumption. B. It can shift, injure occupants, or fall from the vehicle. C. Vehicle. D. Higher insurance premiums. Answers is B. It can shift, injure occupants, or fall from the vehicle. An unsecured load poses a significant risk. In a sudden stop or collision, it can become a projectile, causing serious injury to occupants or even falling out of the vehicle, creating a hazard for other road users. Question 81. What does this sign indicate about the road's vertical alignment? A. Steep ascent. B. Or bad surface. C. Hump ahead. D. Uneven road. Answers is B. Or bad surface. This sign warns of or a generally bad road surface ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be vigilant to avoid damage to their vehicle's suspension or tires and to maintain control. Question 82. What does this prohibitory sign indicate about parking conditions? A. No parking on even days. B. No parking on days. C. No stopping at any time. D. Parking restricted for 30 min. Answers is B. No parking on days. This sign indicates no parking on days. Parking is prohibited on dates with odd numbers, e.g., to facilitate street cleaning or traffic flow on alternate days. Question 83. What does this sign mean regarding the width of the road? A. Road narrows on left. B. Road narrows on the right. C. Road widens ahead. D. Obstacle on right. Answers is B. Road narrows on the right. This sign warns that the road narrows on the right ahead. Drivers should be aware of the reduction in lane width and adjust their position accordingly, preparing to give way if required. Question 84. What does this mandatory sign require regarding movement? A. Turn right only. B. Proceed straight or turn right. C. Turn left or right. D. U-turn permitted. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn right. This mandatory sign, proceed straight or right, indicates that drivers must either continue straight ahead or turn right at the upcoming junction. Other movements are prohibited. Question 85. What does this service sign indicate is available? A. Emergency phone. B. First aid post. C. Hospital nearby. D. Petrol station. Answers is B. First aid post. This service sign indicates a first aid post is available nearby. This facility can provide immediate medical assistance in case of an accident or emergency. Question 86. What does this warning sign alert drivers to about crossing animals? A. Wild animals ahead. B. Cattle crossing ahead. C. Farm animals on shoulder. D. Pet refuge nearby. Answers is B. Cattle crossing ahead. This sign warns of cattle crossing ahead. Drivers should reduce speed and be prepared to stop for livestock crossing or being moved along the road. Question 87. What is the speed limit in a built-up area in Ireland unless otherwise signed? A. 60 kilometers per hour. B. 50 kilometers per hour. C. 80 kilometers per hour. D. 40 kilometers per hour. Answers is B. 50. Unless otherwise by road signs, the default speed limit in built-up areas, urban areas in Ireland is 50. Always be aware of local signage for variations. Question 88. What is the correct procedure for stopping at traffic lights turning red? A. Brake sharply at the last moment. B. Stop smoothly before the white stop line. C. Stop after the white line if safe. D. Proceed if no. Answers is B. Stop smoothly before the white stop line. When traffic lights turn red, you must stop your vehicle smoothly and completely before the white stop line. Crossing this line or entering the junction on a red light is a serious offense. Question 89. When is it particularly important to use hazard warning lights? A. When driving in heavy rain. B. When stationary and causing a temporary obstruction. C. When parking temporarily. D. When indicating a turn. Answers is B. When stationary and causing a temporary obstruction. Hazard warning lights should be used when your vehicle is stationary and causing a temporary obstruction, such as during a breakdown. They are not for use while driving except to warn following traffic or for temporary parking. Question 90. What should you do before reversing your vehicle? A. Sound your horn loudly. B. Check all around for pedestrians and obstacles. C. Rely solely on your mirrors. D. Reverse quickly to get it over with. Answers is B. Check all around for pedestrians and obstacles. Before reversing, you must thoroughly check all around your vehicle for pedestrians, children, and any obstacles that might be in your path. Alone are often insufficient. A. Head check, and if possible, getting out to check are advised. Question 91. What does this sign mean about entering the road ahead? A. Pedestrians only. B. No entry for motor vehicles. C. No entry for goods vehicles. D. Minimum speed for motor vehicles. Answers is B. No entry for motor vehicles. This sign, no entry for motor vehicles, prohibits all motor vehicles from entering the road or area beyond the sign. This might be due to pedestrian zones, specific vehicle restrictions, or one-way systems. Question 92. What does this warning sign indicate regarding air traffic? A. Airport entrance. B. Low-flying aircraft. C. Aircraft museum. D. No drones allowed. Answers is B. Low-flying aircraft. This sign warns of low-flying aircraft activity, often near airfields or military zones. Drivers should be aware of potential sudden loud noises which could be startling. Question 93. What does this information sign indicate about parking? A. No parking zone. B. Parking place ahead. C. Rest area only. D. Paid parking required. Answers is B. Parking place ahead. This sign indicates a parking place ahead. It informs drivers that there is a area for parking vehicles coming up, and drivers should prepare to turn or enter to park. Question 94. What does this mandatory sign instruct drivers to do at the junction? A. Turn right or left. B. Proceed straight or turn left. C. Straight ahead only. D. Left turn only. Answers is B. Proceed straight or turn left. This mandatory sign, proceed straight or left, indicates that drivers must either continue straight ahead or turn left at the upcoming junction. Other movements are prohibited. Question 95. What does this sign typically indicate as ahead, requiring extra caution for road users? A. Speed camera zone. B. Other danger or accident area. C. Road closed ahead. D. Emergency stop lane. Answers is B, other danger or accident area. This sign, other danger accident prone area, warns drivers of a general hazard or a section of road known for a high concentration of accidents. Drivers should be extra vigilant and cautious. Question 96. What does this information sign indicate about the road type? A. Motorway ahead. B. End of road for motor vehicles. C. No entry for motor vehicles. D. Start of motorway. Answers is B. End of road for motor vehicles. This sign indicates the end of road for motor vehicles. From this point, the special rules that apply to a road exclusively for motor vehicles no longer apply, and it reverts to a standard road. Question 97. What is the primary benefit of defensive driving? A. To get to your destination faster. B. To anticipate and react to hazards to avoid collisions. C. To save on fuel costs. D. To challenge other drivers. Answers is B. To anticipate and react to hazards to avoid collisions. Defensive driving involves anticipating potential hazards by other road users or road conditions and taking appropriate action to avoid collisions. It focuses on safety and risk reduction. Question 98. How can you minimize your environmental impact while driving? A. Driving at high speeds. B. Smooth acceleration, gentle braking, and regular maintenance. C. Frequent harsh braking. D. Ignoring tire pressure. Answers is B. Smooth acceleration, gentle braking, and regular maintenance. To minimize environmental impact, adopt an eco-driving style, accelerate smoothly, brake gently, maintain consistent speeds, and ensure regular vehicle maintenance including correct tire pressure. This reduces fuel consumption and emissions. Question 99. What is the purpose of chevron markings on the road? A. Indicate a parking area. B. To separate opposing flows of traffic or mark obstructions. C. Speed reduction indicator. D. Bus lane indicator. Answers is B. To separate opposing flows of traffic or mark obstructions. Chevron markings are used to guide traffic, typically separating lanes of traffic moving in the same or opposite directions, or to indicate obstructions. You should not drive on areas marked with chevrons unless unavoidable. Question 100. What should you do if your vehicle starts to skid on ice or snow? A. Brake hard and steer opposite the skid. B. Ease off accelerator, steer gently into the skid. C. Turn off engine immediately. D. Accelerate to regain traction. Answers is B. Ease off accelerator, steer gently into the skid. If your vehicle skids on ice or snow, gently ease off the accelerator and steer gently into the direction of the skid. Avoid sudden braking or sharp steering, as this can worsen the skid. Allow the vehicle to regain traction gradually.